So I just got an announcement from corporate, which is weird because I didn't know this was a corporate thing. I didn't have to sign anything. But apparently, just by joining the group chat, I was legally bound to this contract, which is just kind of weird. I don't think that's very ethical. Like, I wasn't warned about this, but whatever. I'm part of the how's it called? How they call it? It's like those weird women corporate content mill. I think that's the full name. And I'm just thinking about that. Like, okay, and they just informed me now about it. I have a bit of an issue, but like whatever. Life's kind of just like that. I'm not under NDA apparently, so I can just discuss this freely, I suppose. But well, the thing is, they have this thing called a content quota, which means that we have to upload videos at a certain rate to not lose our massive audience. And what that means is we as a group have to post videos, a certain amount of videos in a certain amount of time, or else we're kicked out of the fucking group and, lose all our friends and we can't contact each other again. Which, that's pretty strict, but I understand. Making content like this, you need to be regular. You need to have a clockwork, like, schedule. And, like, the issue with that is that now I don't have a lot of ideas of what content to do. And so I thought to myself, like, what would be the easiest content to pump out? And I thought, like, stream of consciousness rants. I mean, someone's bound to put this as background audio eventually. If your comment, hi, yeah. Okay, but okay, enough preamble. Enough corporate business, enough bullshit. Let's cut to the main thing, and it's this artist called Quadeca. Now, Quadeca, he's a bit of a special case. He's a bit of a weirdo. He's a bit of just like a weird guy in general. But, like, not in a bad way. But he's very artsy, He's like an arts man. He makes art, but, he's a musical artist. For those who aren't in the know, Quadeca is a musical artist. He makes music, and that's kind of what he's mainly known for, as for now. But, originally he didn't make very artful, artsy shit. He was making, like, YouTube rap. And that's pretty interesting because YouTubers are subhumans. And then he makes art now? Like, I think that's pretty weird. But let's talk about the evolution before I give my full thoughts about the music, because, I am raving about it. Just absolutely ecstatic about the art and the music. Okay, so first of all, in around 2017-ish, he started to drop, like, a couple quickie mixtapes, rapping about being a YouTuber, suburban, or something. I don't know. I've skipped that part of the catalog, but because I just think it's not all that worth it. But yeah, Quadeca, apparently he just, like, used to rap occasionally as, like, a hobby, and that was his main thing. Quadeca used to be like that, and then he dropped his first album. I think it was an album, Voice Memos. Now, Voice Memos was just like a pop rap, alt R&B-esque, emo rap, cloud, like, very generic rap for the time. I think in 2018 that was, like, a big thing. Just like pop rap was kind of reaching its peak, but this didn't sell anything. This sold jack shit. This is an underground project by, like, a random white rapper because, like, let's face the facts. He's white, and I'm look, white people are okay. I myself kind of is white. I have a weird way to explain my, like, I don't know jack shit about my ethnicity. You don't know that. I'm just pretty pale. Not a whole lot of melanin there, but I couldn't call myself white because white is like weird, and race and ethnicity are different things, and race is blah blah blah. Just like it's a lot of nuance there. And so there is nuance in quadeca's music. After that, he dropped, after working so long on the next project, From Me to You. Now here's the pivotal point where you see the artistic evolution and the artistic integrity that quadeca could really showcase. And now he's making rap tracks, but he's also not just doing that. He's making art. Okay, before anyone takes that like weird enough, I think rap is the best music ever. I personally think that rock fucking sucks, and rock musicians can suck my big fat fucking. Censor that, editor. But yeah, pretty fucking sucks. Rock music sucks. Electronic and rap music, the only real music genres, and like R&B. I don't know enough about R&B, but rock music is it's beyond, it's below everything else. Ambient is tough. Electronic is tough. Rap is amazing. Best music ever. I was listening to Crisp Dubs by Xavier, so based. I should have done that a long time ago for that, but like, holy shit, like, I don't know how to explain that. That was insane. But like, yeah, rap is great. Now, after that disclaimer, I can say, he went fully ambitious. He was making epic, real music instead of just rap slop, because it's rap slop, and rap is bad. Rap is fucking crap. Rap is sucks, and I am a smart. But he went full out with the cinematic elements and the orchestras, and it reminded me of one of my other favorite artists, AJR. Now, AJR are also all about the cinematics and the grandiosity, but usually they struggle to back it up more than quadeca here, because quadeca sounds like he earned this grandiosity, especially in songs like Sisyphus, where he goes all out with the mountain theme and really makes it come together. Anyways, as I was saying, quadeca, pull out the grandiosity for this next project, and it's still very electronic, still very rap, but it also had more influence of folk and R&B and more stuff like that, more than his previous projects. And it went a little more experimental. It's kind of noisy in some parts, kind of very EDM-y in some parts. It's very varied, very eclectic, as some might say. Some radio music users might say, but that's besides the point, because he really proved himself with track Sisyphus. That is the pivotal point. When he released that as a single, that was like the most important moment in quadeca's career. Or so everyone thinks. I actually disagree with the notion. Sorry, English is actually my second language. If you criticize me, you're gonna get shot, and you're actually fucking discriminating against me. Fucking dipshit. Anyways, as I was saying, quadeca, Sisyphus, it's an alright track, but that's not where he shines the most. The moment he reaches his apex, his artistic apex, is probably, I don't know if apex means like pinnacle. I think it does, but maybe I'm wrong. Don't criticize me. But anyways, reached the artistic peak in his career, arguably to this day, his artistic peak, with the track Where You Go. Now, this is actually a bit of a deep cut. It's a rap track. It's like an epic hardcore rap track, and the chorus goes like, "Where'd you go?" And now, originally that might sound very abrasive and kind of crazy, but like a couple listens later, you're like, wow, and odd. The lyrical skills showcased in this track is just demented. Oh, that's my country, by the way. Hi, shout out, fuck you, fuck you, and shout out to this. Anyways, as I'm saying, Where'd You Go is the moment where quadeca just goes all out with the lyrical abilities, because he just has some amazing quotables on this. He says that he's on his penis shit. Now, for those uninformed, a penis is very funny. But he's on his penis shit, so he's like, quadeca is like a penis. And now that's artful. That's just poetry. Quadeca is on his penis shit. He's like a penis. It's like the joystick from Gumball. Like the joystick. And then he says like, "Where'd you go?" And that just demonstrates how far he's gone, and how far he's going, because you're never gonna see where he goes next. He's just unpredictable, and I think that's very prophetic for the next album that comes, because this is cohesive with the next project. Where'd You Go actually foreshadows the following projects: I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, and how's it called? I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, and Banisher, Horizon Scraper. Now that's art music. That's when quadeca goes truly from rapper to artist. He may still be a rapper, but he's more of an artist now. Disclaimer again, I think rap is better than fucking Hitler or acts like My Bloody Valentine and Deftones. And at the drive-in, that I don't think that, I haven't even heard that, but Flapjack's gonna get rage baited, so I'm gonna say it anyways. At the drive-in, it's also Slop and Rock Slop, and I'm actually punching up by saying that. But yeah, the only real rock that you listen to is fucking emo. I like this new niche emo artist called Rat Tail Bandit. I think you should check them out. Just like really epic emo with like the indie-tronic elements. Usually that's pretty hit or miss, but like I think she makes it. She's just awesome and on point during the whole record. And you know who's even more on point is quadeca. You see, quadeca isn't like everyone else. He's just different. He's like almost like a baby in a way. He just like creates these new ideas from nowhere. It's like outsider music, but from the inside, it's kind of crazy. But he just goes all out. He blends the glitchiness, and you blends the glitches and noises and electronics and classical and even rocks in some part, and then R&B, and then folk, and they're just everything, and pop music, and it's just crazy. It's just every genre ever showing up in that album. I'm talking about Didn't Mean to Haunt You. Now, and what's more important is the concept and the narrative throughout the album. So quadeca is dead, and quadeca is very sad. He ties knots, and that's pretty sad, and he's dead, and he roams around the earth, and he killed himself, actually. The character in the game, in the game, in the album. I mean the album. Fuck. Well, and that's just an amazing concept to build an album of. Just so unique. No album has ever grappled with the concepts like death and love and suicide. No music has ever done that in the history of ever. So in that way, I think quadeca might be the most influential musician of all time. Now, what's more impressive is that quadeca actually topped himself It's a gay sex reference. No, actually, that doesn't make any sense. Oh god, I mean, that's pretty stupid. I shouldn't have said that. Oh my god, now the chief is really gonna go after my head. Fuck. Anyways, quadeca's with next album, Banisher Horizon Scraper, just goes even further. You know, he gets kind of random with this one. He says he's like, as in the water now? He's like water man. It's like if Kendrick's Fireman, but it's about water. And he's like Waterman. And he makes watery music. And that's really awesome because he's like, if you hear the album, you can hear all the watery elements. Like the shitty synth line. I mean the awesome, amazing, mind-blowing, fucking mind-blowing musical abilities that he demonstrates. He pumps every element to the max, even more than the album before. And I think that is something really special. Just something never before seen. And yeah, I think he's pretty cool for that. Just more strings and more cinematics and tones the rap tracks to a minimum, which is great because now he can be even more of an artist than before. Disclaimer again, I think, I'm not gonna repeat myself again. But anyways, rap crap and actually folk guitar good? Folk guitar good. Now, I hadn't thought of that yet, but he has like folk elements and he's like more R&B in this one. And he's so dreamy. I think quadeca, I think quadeca might have turned me bi, you know, because originally I was a lesbian, but I think quadeca might have turned me bi. Just kidding. If anyone's gonna turn me bi, it's Lil B. Anyways, quadeca makes fucking chud music. I mean, awesome music, and he should be venerated even more than an artist. I think he just invented a form of art. I'm gonna call it art music because music itself, it's not like art, but quadeca's music is art. So yeah, that concludes my thoughts on quadeca. Actually, no, I have one more thing to say about quadeca. Quadeca, unlike his peers of shallow artist to rapper, rapper to artist pipeline, they don't pull in the full work. They don't even go cinematic. But quadeca is very cinematic. Another thing that concerns me now is that there's this new resurging genre. Or it's not more of a genre, it's like a scene by itself, like its own like scene and like new musical art type, I guess. I don't fucking know. But it's new things that's been resurging and now becoming the new sound of pop music, and it's indie sleaze revival. I think that's the name, or Bloghouse revival. I think that's how it's called. And it's basically just these gnarly chuds making chuddy beats, the chuddy niche indie, indie-tronica, electropop, like all that shit, like, but it's very noisy and very kooky and crazy and quirky, and it's so cool and auriful, and it's so serious and so awesome. You know, I'm talking about like Snow Strippers. That's pretty tough. What else? The Help. You know, they arguably started the whole thing, and like all those really awesome and cool and swag artists. Like, and also Two Hollis, my personal favorite indie sleaze artist. Okay, I'm fucking joking. The whole genre fucking sucks. Worst shit happened to music since like what is worse than nothing comes out to my head that's like worse than that. I'd rather listen to the Night That Chicago Died by Paper Lace, like all those shitty easy listening from the 70s shit. I think that's better than fucking indie slop revival. I'm gonna call it that from now on because it's just absolute glop, just absolute gobbledygook, absolute trasheroni, just fucking trash-eroni, just blithering, shitty synth arps, and shallow vibes. That's the only thing this genre gives. The only thing you get is epic niche vibes and fun aura moments, make you feel very mysterious, and like you're listening to Crystal Castles again. And Crystal Castles, I like Crystal Castles. I like that first album. And I'll be honest, I'll be straightforward. I like Snow Strippers. I do like Snow Strippers. But that's about as far as it goes. And that's arguably the worst part about the indie slop revival craze, is that it works sometimes. That is the most heartbreaking part of it. It can work. That's the most dangerous part. You can be psyoped into liking it, even if you think the genre itself is crap. They can catch you with the catchy, major scale 7-1, bittersweetness of it all. The very vibe and the retro elements and like nostalgia, whatever. It can be captivating. It can be very alluring. But at the end, it is still just a fucking trap to get you to listen to absolute shallow, artless trash. Just absolute fucking slop. I don't think Snow Strippers is high art. I wouldn't say that. Just say they're kind of catchy and that's all. And they have, like, their songs are a vibe. But banking on vibes as your whole thing is usually a bad idea that doesn't work. Because, like, if your vibes are, like, being just one guy and one girl who started a kooky, weird electronic project, and you're one guy and one gal, I think that's the opposite gender term, one guy and one gal who started collab, and the guy produces and the woman sings because fucking Foyts can't fucking produce. Am I right? Women can't fucking make music and produce. No, they're only vocalists for the fucking men. They're just useful for the men, because the men are the ones that make the music, man. They make the vibes. They don't give the vibes. They're fucking pieces of shit dumbasses. I might bleep that out, Vinona. But man, it just fucking sucks that it's so bullshit and transparently propaganda. I think it's capitalist propaganda, honestly. It just makes you a conformist with music, because, like, now, because, like, shit, you're just accepting the recycling of culture. Nothing new is gonna happen ever. If you're gonna fall into the same niche indie vibes from the 2000s, monoculture is dead. Arguably, culture by itself as a concept is fucking dead. Arguably, someone could make that point better than I could, but culture as we knew it is fucking dead, and now we're doomed to do an infinite recycling of previous trends. And I just think that is bollocks. I think that is lame as fuck, and no one's willing to do anything new or not innovative. Everything's a recycling. And this just is an example of that. It's just, I think, might be the prime example of that. It's just blatant, artless recycling of better or pre-existing shit. You're not doing anything inventive. You're not doing anything epic. You're not doing anything cool. You're just a fucking dumbass. You're just fucking dumbass making lame fucking music. And if that's your whole vibe, then leave. Leave. Quit fucking music. Quit it, music. Make something artful. Make something good. Make something interesting. Don't fit yourself into this niche vibes and nonchalant vibes. I'm so epic and cool with my nonchalant vibes. I have so much swag. I'm gonna start whispering to the mic and talking on like, oh, I don't even give a shit about this. I wish I was brushing my teeth or something. No, be a fucking artist. You are an artist. Do art that's worthwhile, dipshit. sorry, even known if you have to censor a lot of that. It's just, still thinking about this just pisses me off a lot. Because, like, it just speaks to the creative exhaustion of it. But I wouldn't be nearly as pissed if this was, like, frowned upon. If people were listening to it, like, and said, like, yeah, I think that's quite shit. I think that's pretty bad. And everyone was like, yeah, I think this sucks. But no! Most people eat it up. People ate up the Slater album. I have not heard it, but I heard this Crank. I think it's just lousy. I think it's just pretty fucking lousy. I don't think it's cool, and sure, that's one of the better examples. It banks on vibes, but oh boy. Don't get me started with the fucking Help. The fucking Help. They are the Hitler of music. Just like absolutely the Hitler of music. Worse than Mike Love could ever imagine being. Like, fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's just fucking evil. Just fucking vile and hack and trash and trite in every single way. Just blatant recycling of trends in the most cash-grabby, shallow way ever. Sure, look, it's about the music, man. It's about being... You're thinking about it too deep, man. Just have fun. No! Fuck off. If I'm listening to music for fun, why don't I put actual music that is actually fun instead of this nonchalant vibes? These nonchalant, ooh, oh, look at me, I'm so cool and mysterious. So cool and mysterious. Why don't I put like 303? Like, that's hype music. That is cool music. I think maybe you disagree, but it has to be cooler than fucking The Help, which have been making, like, absolute trite, artless garbage. Just cynical. It's just cynical. How people, they think that we are just gonna mindlessly consume their medias. Because it's not even music, it's medias. It's the medias. Everyone is trying to do Y2K niche vibes, Y2K niche, I'm so niche, and Freezer Arrow. Everyone's making the same trite, artless bullshit aesthetic. And, like, I'm sick of it. Like, you're not doing anything. And, like, you know, you could argue, well, no one's doing anything now. Like, trends have died. Monoculture is dead because of algorithms or whatever. Everything's fucked, and, like, why can't we just have this fun, epic genre that everyone likes? Yeah, this is, like, I'm gonna say this. Indie sleaze is, like, the hair metal of the 2020s. Because, holy shit, as soon as this decade fucking ends, I hope, and I really hope that everyone who made an indie flop, indie sleaze, vibes album just cowers in shame of what they've done, what they've done to art and music in general, and they're ashamed, really ashamed to their fucking cores. I think that fills out the content quota. Anyways, have a nice epic day, have some fun, remember to stay positive. What the fuck? Why did my car glitch? Okay, you know, you cut it at this part. You know, cut right now.